Hey, Josh Hohman here. Just a few quick tips on the MBA interview process. First things first, know the format. Know if you're going to be interviewed by an alum or a member of the admissions committee or a student. This is going to make a huge difference in how you prepare. If it's with the admissions committee, you know it's going to be a little bit more by the book. They do hundreds, if not thousands, of these interviews, so you need to be prepared with a little bit more solid story about why you qualify for the program versus if you have one with an alum or with a student, they're going to have different motivations for trying to find out a little bit more about you. A student is going to want to know if they can get along with you in class, whereas an alum is going to want to know whether you have the potential to be somebody that they're going to be proud to have as a fellow alum. So know the format and find out as soon as you can so you can prepare accordingly. Second, research. This is something that I think a lot of people overlook, especially if you're being interviewed in your city. If you don't live close to the campus and you're being researched, if you're going to be interviewed by an alum, it's good to Google the person. I mean, at a minimum, try to find out if you know someone who actually knows this person. You'll probably be surprised to find out that you may have a colleague that knows this person. The more you can find out about the person that's going to be interviewing you, the easier it's going to be to establish rapport and likability, which is absolutely key in having a successful interview. Know your brand. If you don't have an elevator pitch about your overall application, then you need to develop one immediately, and you should have already had this done when you were compiling your application. Know exactly how your overall application fits together into a cohesive story so that you can make sure that you cover each bit and piece of the overall story somewhere in your interview so that they get the complete picture of what you're trying to get across. And tied into that is have a list of success stories. Just a few 30-second snippets of when you've done successful things in the past. You'll be surprised how often you can answer a difficult interview question with a prepared story. If you're not a good storyteller, you just need to practice. You need to practice these success stories with your friends, with your colleagues, whoever's going to listen to you, and provide some helpful feedback. It's absolutely critical that you have these success stories ready to go when you go into the interview. Be likable. This goes without saying. I think a lot of other things that I've read about the MBA interview get this wrong, and that they want you to focus on your leadership or whatever. But ultimately, I think it comes down to a likability contest with most interviewers. The admissions committee maybe a little bit less so, but certainly with students and with alums, if you can be likable and establish rapport, as long as you demonstrate a reasonable amount of competency and leadership potential, the likability factor is going to win out 99% of the time. And finally, be prepared with a few intelligent questions. You don't want to bombard the person, but make sure you have a few insightful questions that show that you know something about the program. And again, it's going to make a difference depending on whether you're interviewing with a student, with an alum, or somebody in the admissions committee. An alum may want to know something in the news that's happening with the school, something that they're going to know about and that they can answer intelligently. A student may be more interested that you know about who the professors are, or a new club or a new initiative on campus that may be of interest to the student. And the admissions committee, of course, is going to want to know that you know about the program and how things are handled at that school. So hopefully these few tips have helped you out, and first of all, congratulations for getting an MBA interview, and I wish you the best of luck. Thanks.